Franklin County Board of Commissioners General Session. Today is May 8th, 2018. We'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner O'Grady.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So let me begin with next week is Reentry Week, and here in Franklin County. And today on the agenda we have several guests to help us talk about both what we're doing in Franklin County with regards to reentry, as well as other things that are going on with some of our partner agencies. At this time, let me turn it over to Commissioner Brown. I think Director Bivens, as well as Kristen Palmore, will also be coming forward to share some remarks with us. So if you want to make your way on up, I'd like to turn over to Commissioner Brown as you're making your way up to the podium.
Well, I would rather let Director Bivens and Michael Daniels talk for a minute about the current plan, and then I'll talk about next week.
All right, sounds good.
Good morning, Commissioners, our County Administration. First of all, thank you for this opportunity. As you know, one of your platforms has always been to assist those who are been involved in the justice system. JFS has taken on that initiative, partnering with our sister brother agency through Michael Daniels, and we have several initiatives planned. Also, as you know, the JFS has a reentry unit. Mm-hmm. Currently, we have several of our case managers who assist the courts in allowing the justice-served individuals to access services. But this week is very special because we are boldly going out and talking to the community regarding the Commissioner's Challenge. As you remember, back in October of 2017, I believe it was, when Commissioner Brown, through all of you, the collective impartation from all of you, to encourage faith communities, business communities, anyone who has an opportunity to assist, to adopt, to provide a job for a person who has been in the justice system. So our outreach unit works year-round to support justice-involved individuals returning to the community, partner with the Sheriff's Department and ODRC to help identify individuals, do ahead of release, and reconnect with them with Medicaid. We also help connect them with other agency programs that they may be eligible for in the area of SNAP or PRC or cash assistance. Upon release, and refer to other resources. We support Franklin County Stepping Up initiative, also participate in First Friday reentry resource fairs. This week, our staff are participating in different activities each day to support Franklin County's Reentry Week. Monday, which was yesterday, more than 60 staff members attended a lunch and learn session with Kristen Palmore from the Justice Policy Program. Also today, we are doing an initiative entitled Suited for Success, which our outreach staff will meet with referred justice-involved individuals at My Brother's Closet and Dress for Success to assist with workplace suiting and connect them with other employability training and workforce resources. Wednesday, we will do an employment expo. We will, our outreach staff will have a table at the Columbus State Conference Center from 10 to 2. Thursday is the Commissioner's Challenge Awareness Day. Our outreach staff will mail out information challenging landlords, employers, and faith-based organizations to assist justice-involved individuals in, again, encouraging them to adopt by either, picking them up to take them to an appointment, or encouraging them to give the individual a job opportunity through several initiatives. Because as you have all said, that many times, the way out of poverty is a job. However, once our justice-involved citizens serve their sentence, it's not fair for them to continue to serve an eternal sentence by not allowing them to have an opportunity. So Friday, our agency has been donating, and we've had this drive called Loop Hygiene Bag Drive. It's the final day of our agency-wide donation drive to gather items for hygiene bags and Loop stands for Loved Ones of Prisoners, which will distribute them to provide ex-offenders upon their release. There's several partners involved in this week. Yesterday, we had Judge Laurel Beatty come to talk to our senior staff to talk about the importance of reentry initiatives, diversion, and also some of the things that she sees that come across her courtroom as it relates to poverty and individuals who are involved in the justice system. I'm going to stop talking and allow Michael Daniels to come.
Thank you.
What a team.
I'm telling you, I don't have to say anything. When you have colleagues like Joy, you don't have to really say a whole lot.
Okay, thanks. I'm kidding.
Our office is just really proud to be able to do the work that we do across the spectrum, everywhere from trying to divert people with mental health issues from jail or to get them the treatment and connections that they need. You saw, I think, yesterday morning on the front page, the article that Kimball put together on our Stepping Up recognition. So we're very proud of that. We're very proud of the work that we do to try to keep people out of jail. We're equally proud of the work that we try to do connecting people who are coming back from jail or prison to those resources that they need. And our partners are absolutely critical. I think one of our biggest supporters, obviously, is Director Bivens and the staff at Job and Family Services, who've always been there to step up. We have a meeting scheduled this week to meet with the new director of the Office on Aging to talk very specifically about the reentry needs of seniors who are coming back. We're running into that 3 strikes mandatory sentencing time period is now coming up, the bill that was signed in the Clinton administration, and so those sentences are now running their course. So we're going to have an awful lot of folks who are coming back who are going to be in their 60s, 70s, who've spent 20 years in prison. Those are going to be seniors who are going to have very special considerations. So I have the best job in the county to be able to sit and coordinate all of this kind of stuff. I thank you guys for everything that you do, and invite anybody to visit the Office of Justice Policy's website or stop down on the 25th floor to talk about any of the initiatives that we're running. Special hats off to Director Bivens, who National Reentry Week was created by President Obama and ran for, I think, 7 of the 8 years. He created the 2nd year he was in office. Current administration has chosen to not renew that designation. Director Bivens has never forgotten that designation. And so Franklin County continues to celebrate that and continues to work proactively on these issues. And it's really through her leadership that this continues.
I think this is great, and I would like to also mention that we are celebrating Reentry Week this week. We've got Stepping Up Day of Action next week on the 16th. We've got a meeting, a public event at 9:30 next week in the county administration courthouse. In the auditorium, and we'll be hosting public safety officials, members of the court, as well as members of our community partners to be part of this Stepping Up Day of Action. And it's all about keeping people who shouldn't be in the jail from getting into incarceration and into our justice system. So we've been fortunate here in Franklin County that we've got all of the partners, the right people sitting at the table from all aspects of law enforcement and the social service community to work with all of us on these issues. And we are in Franklin County far and above, far and away ahead of other communities, and it's because of the way we work together. So I'm thrilled to be able to help to celebrate and really give the charge to those on the 16th that we are absolutely committed to this work.
Absolutely, Commissioner. If I could just make this last plug, if we, just for the sake of the cameras, if we could encourage every community partner, every nonprofit, church, faith leader, whatever role that any individual plays in this community, to please make sure that you review the Commissioner's Challenge. It is just an ask. It's adopt someone, employ someone, provide housing for someone who is justice involved. So you can go to www.reentry.franklincounty.gov, and we will have that posted on the website as well.
That's perfect, and thank you for your work, both of you.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Good stuff. Thanks, guys. Good.
You just want to make some comments?
No, it's good.
Okay. All right. Okay. First up, we have the engineer's office. We don't have any minutes to adopt?
Not tonight.
Okay.
public hearing for
I'm sorry?
public hearing.
Oh, right, okay, thanks. So you want me to go ahead and read?
I can read the public.
Okay, good.
A public hearing, resolution regarding the final hearing for the establishment, altering, and widening of Norton Road at Johnson Road, Prairie Township, and Pleasant Township, Franklin County, Ohio.
I'd like to open up the public hearing for this resolution at this time. Is there anyone here in the audience who would like to speak in this public hearing regarding this current resolution? Seeing none, I'd like to close the public hearing and have the clerk read the resolution into the record.
Resolution number 336-18, final hearing for establishing, altering, and widening of Norton Road at Johnson Road, Prairie Township, and Pleasant Township, Franklin County, Ohio.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Cornell Robertson, Franklin County Engineer. With me today,
Carla Marable.
Commissioners, this capital improvement project is in the southwest part of the county on the line between Prairie Township and Pleasant Township. We have designed a single-lane roundabout at this location, and this particular resolution authorizes the County Engineer's Office to hire appraisers and begin right-of-way acquisitions.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
Move approval of 33618.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 336-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 337-18, establishing, altering, and widening of Walnut Street, County Road number 19 at Harlem Road, County Road number 111, Plain Township, Franklin County, Ohio, declared necessary.
Commissioners, this capital improvement project is in the northeast part of the county in Plain Township at the intersection of Walnut Street and Harlem Road. This resolution is the first in a series of two and will allow the office to begin the project.
Move approval of 33718.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 337-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 338-18, resolution awarding contract and approving contract bond to Shelley and Sands Incorporated for the Smothers Road and Shot Road and Red Bank Road roundabout project in the amount of $1,750,238.63.
This capital improvement project is also in the northeast part of the county. It's on the line between Plain Township and Blendon Township. It's a cooperative project with the Delaware County Engineer's Office. On April 10th, we had a competitive bid for construction. We had 6 bidders, and Shelley and Sands had the lowest and best bid.
Move approval of 33818.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 338-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 339-18, Wally Creek Drive and Clementon Park East accepted for public maintenance and shall become part of the Jefferson Township road system.
Commissioners, this resolution is for a subdivision known as Weldon Phase 1. It's in the northeast part of the county in Jefferson Township. It's along the west side of Reynoldsburg New Albany Road and south of Clark State Road. The streets have been built, are ready for acceptance for public use, and maintenance can be turned over to Jefferson Township.
Move approval of 33918.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 339-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 340-18, report fifth of the county engineer establishing the sum of compensation and damages for a property owner in the manner of the improvement of the Morse Road at Kitzmiller Road project in the amount of $27,820.
Commissioners, this resolution seeks compensation for one of the property owners along the Morris Road to Kitzmiller Road improvement project. That's located in both Jefferson and Plain Townships. On February 20th of 2018, the board approved a resolution allowing that this case be moved to appropriation. During appropriations, we've worked closely with the prosecutor's office, and we were able to continue to negotiate with this property owner. We have reached a settlement, and due to the uncertainty of a jury trial and the strain on public resources, we ask that this additional funding is approved.
Move approval of 34018.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 340-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 341-18, preliminary allocation and final encumbrance of county motor vehicle license fee $5 funds for the city of Bexley in the amount of $45,687.01.
Commissioners, the City of Bexley has requested to use a portion of their permissive fee for a road improvement project that was completed in 2008. Back then, the City of Bexley improved a portion of Cassidy Road, and they used a loan to complete the construction loan to complete that project. They are requesting that these their current fees be applied to make payment on that loan. The county engineer has reviewed the proposed use of funds and determined that it is allowable.
Move approval of 34118.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 341-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 342-18, preliminary allocation and final encumbrance of county motor vehicle license fee, $5 funds for the city of Whitehall in the amount of $55,000.
Commissioners, our final resolution is for the use of permissive fee for the City of Whitehall. They too would like to use these fees on a road improvement project. The county engineer has reviewed this use of funds and determined it to be eligible.
Move approval of 34218.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 342-18 has been adopted.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Jobs and Family Services.
Resolution number 343-18, resolution approving an amendment to the subaward agreement with Impact Community Action for coordination and program services for the Columbus Central Ohio Building and Construction Trades Council Building Futures Pre-Apprenticeship Program and an increase of $582,386.95.
Good morning, Commissioners. Joy Bivens, Director of Franklin County Job and Family Services.
Amy Boyd, Assistant Director, Job and Family Services.
This resolution will approve an amendment to the subaward agreement with Impact Community Action to coordinate the Columbus Central Ohio Building and Construction Trades Council Futures Program. Before I go into the resolution, our partners are here today, Commissioners, and since this is such a significant program that you all are just personally invested in and want to see the success of the individuals that go through. We have Bill Chilton here from Impact. We also have Dorsey Hager here from the Union Trades. Leland Bass, and we also have our fiscal partner here, Michael Salvador from Economic Development, who is assisting and Jim Shimmer, is he here? Hi, Jim. Yes, Jim. Jim is here. So yes, we all have them here. If you would like for them to say a few words, share.
Sure, please. Want to start, Bo? You want to kick us off?
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
Thank you for the opportunity to be here. We are delighted that you have invested in this partnership. Oftentimes when we invest in programs, we hope that it works out. I can tell you this is a winner. We had great outcomes. We started out with 26 participants, 22 graduated. All were placed in apprenticeships, averaging between $13 to $25 an hour starting out. This has been a great program. As our graduation speaker, some of you had the opportunity to attend. He said it's been life-changing. He has a young 3-year-old and a baby on the way, and he and his family are planning for their future. This has just been a tremendous program. We're grateful to be in partnership with the Columbus Building Trades Council. This really does not work without the pipeline that they've created. What we've brought to the table was really some additional assistance with recruiting, screening, finding the right candidates, providing opportunity, because at the end of the day, as we've all said, the best way to get people out of poverty is a good job, but you need the opportunity, and sometimes to take advantage of that opportunity, you need the skills training.
Right.
And we provide the soft skills training. We prepare them so that they can be successful. But again, this is not even possible without the Columbus Building Trades Council, who has been a tremendous partner, and we're just glad to be a part of it. So Dorsey Hager.
I just want to reiterate Bo's comments. I want to thank the county commissioners, your vision, your leadership. I also want to thank Joy, Ken, Michael Salvador. I know I'm probably forgetting some people for a lot of the work that they did behind the scenes to kind of iron out some of the speed bumps that we knew that we were going to encounter. So that way the second and third cohort will go so much more smoothly and be better to benefit everybody. Because like Bo said, we're looking for successes, and the first one was incredibly successful, and I think the second and third one will be very successful as well. Just real quick, just to give you a little bit of backstory, kind of what Bo alluded to, there was a young man that on the first night of class that I met, and I won't mention his name or anything, but we were talking, and I said, hey, I'm looking at your profile, and you have a bachelor's degree from college. I said, just curious, why are you in this program? And he said that he was underemployed at the time. He had a decent job, but it didn't provide health care, it didn't provide benefits, and he was looking for something that provided, good wages, good benefits for himself and his family. So he did great through the pre-apprenticeship program, was awesome with a lot of the safety and the OSHA, the hand tools and everything like that, learned some valuable things over the 10, 11 weeks of the program, and then he was placed with the Carpenters Union and went right out as a first-year apprentice. So boom, right away, he's got health, pension, and annuity benefits for himself and his family, and he's been put on that direct path to the middle class that we talk about. And this could not have been done without the leadership of you guys, the county commissioners and your staff. I appreciate that. Also Joy Bivens and JFS, and the great role, and I know I say this to Bo and Leland all the time, and they say, hey, don't say it with words, say it with lunch, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that here very soon, but without their role that they play in the community and the things that they do, this would not have been possible, and I think we're going to see a lot more successes in the second and third cohort, so thank you very much.
Hey, Dorsey, if you don't mind,
No.
You and I have briefly talked about this in the past, but when we were at our National Association meetings, they asked me to talk about some of the programs that are the things that we do in Franklin County that are things that can be shared and talked about with our colleagues across the country. One of the things I talked about was this program and things that make a difference that we're doing here that others may be interested in. And when I did that, I had a half a dozen counties from across the country come and ask for some more information about what we're doing here. And then when you and I talked, you had indicated that your colleagues from across the country have asked about this as well. So this is a program that there is some strong interest in from our colleagues, both on the labor side and on the county side from across the country, that they've shown interest in from counties and locations from around the country.
You're absolutely right. I was at our legislative conference in D.C. a couple of weeks ago, and there were some apprenticeship directors from Minnesota. There was also directors there from Texas, and that are experiencing some of the things that we're experiencing here, that there's a tremendous shortage of well-qualified, skilled labor, and how do we create that pipeline to produce those people to do some of this work. And not to begrudge Texas and Minnesota or to pat ourselves on the back what we're doing.
Texas,
okay,
okay,
all right. Theirs is more of a 3 or 4 week program where it's basically the building trades aspect, where they're bringing them in, OSHA 10, hand tools, and then throwing them out there. And I think that that's one of the reasons why our program is so successful and why people around the country are reaching out to us, because what we talked about and what we're doing a great job is barrier removal. And it's not just the health care, or it's not just the child care, it's not just the transportation and things like that, but one of the biggest barriers, and I've spoken in front of the county commissioner several times, one of the biggest barriers that we see, no matter if we go to Linden McKinley or Dublin Jerome or Groveport Madison, isn't so much some of those barriers, it's the barriers that kids are encountering because they don't have the hand skills and the physical skills that we were all taught in school to shop and stuff like that. And that's one thing that's very good, but none of this works unless we have this partnership where we can do this barrier removal. And that's why, you're right that we are getting contacts and calls, and I'm getting them daily. I was just invited today to go and speak at a round table this summer on workforce development, and it's talking about the model that is this Building Futures program. So I haven't invited Bo or Leland yet because I don't think they like San Diego, but I might discuss that with them soon. But.
I think what's really important, Dorsey, is that we have a need in this community for these skilled labor jobs to be filled. And we recognize that first as the need, and then develop the program to meet a significant need of a shortage of technical and vocational skilled trades workers. I like this program because we know it's needed, and these jobs aren't going to go away. So these are sustainable wage, good benefit jobs, entry into the middle class to stay for the long haul. And that's the beauty of this program. And Bo, with your help with the barrier removal piece, I think it just makes it all work much better for our families in the county.
I couldn't agree with you more. And again, it goes back to, like you said, with the projects that are going on in Central Ohio, as long as we have the agreements on some of these projects to where we're, doing motivational goals to provide local jobs and also diversification of our workforce. As long as we have those fair contract standards, those agreements that you guys love to use and that are so beneficial to the community, I think that it's a win-win for everybody all the way around. Not only are we getting a project that's done on time, done safely, and under budget, but it's also being done by local labor who's going to spend their money here, who's going to provide benefits for their families that are here. So I think that's a huge piece, too. I think that's a huge piece, so absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hello, my name is Leland Bass, and I am the program manager on the impact side for the Building Futures program. And one of the things that I want to mention, and I know I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't correct my CEO, but it's a good correction because we actually had 23 graduates. When we talk about barrier removal, the final graduate did not have his GED upon starting the program, and we challenged him to be able to get that upon completion, and he was able to pass all 5 parts of his GED test and become a member of the Painters Union. So we're really proud of that. So we actually had 23 people out of the 26 that graduated, and we're really proud of the successes that we've shared. I want to speak a little bit about how grateful we are for the partnerships that we've developed and how much of a need that it is serving for the community. The next cohort that we have not even announced yet has a waiting list of 160 people so far, and that's with no official recruiting. So that's just word of mouth that people are hoping that there was going to be a next cohort. We have a recruiting event today who we don't know how many people we'll see from that, but I think that goes to display, one, the success that we've had, but two, that we really touched the nerve in the community for people that are seeking these opportunities, and then we saw a need that we're addressing. And I think the success of the program speaks for itself, and the community will continue to support it. We thank the commissioners. We thank Franklin County Jobs and Family Services. We thank the Building Trades Commission for the partnership that we have developed in such a short amount of time. But we really are enjoying the fruits of our labor, and we are looking forward to supporting the community further.
Great.
Thank you.
Morning, Commissioners. Director James Schimmer from Economic Development and Planning. At the very beginning of the year, County Administrator Wilson challenged us as staff to say, who are you going to collaborate with this year? Mm-hmm. And I remember that well. And one of my instant partners, as this program emerged, was Director Bivens, and it's worked out very well. I think it adds another layer to the PeopleWorks program that we have established, and I think the point I want to make is that there's external collaboration, but there's also internal collaboration, which has helped this program. So thank you very much for your support.
Jim, I think that's really important to get to that internal cooperation and collaboration among our different agencies. And we are doing better and better at doing those kind of internal collaborations, but they're becoming even more essential. So thank you for taking this on.
The silos are coming down,
yeah,
that's for certain.
They are,
So
absolutely.
we appreciate your leadership on this, too. Thank you.
Thank you.
See, boss, I do play well in the sandbox with other people.
Kenneth Wilson, Administrator. We're stronger together, Director Davis. We're stronger together.
Do you have any more comments, Commissioners? So, pending any questions, we would just ask for your approval for this resolution.
Move approval of 34318.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Brown.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 343-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Office of Agent, please.
Resolution number 344-18, resolution authorizing an innovation agreement with Central Ohio German Village Taxi, LLC.
Good morning, Commissioners, County Administration. Michelle Missler, the Director of Franklin County Office on Aging. The Office on Aging presents this resolution authorizing a novation agreement with Central Ohio German Village Taxi, as the organization has changed its name to Central Ohio German Village Taxi, LLC. Pending any questions, we respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
Move approval of 344-18.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 344-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 345-18, resolution authorizing an innovation agreement with Meals to Go Incorporated.
The Office on Aging presents this resolution authorizing a innovation agreement with Dublin Express Transport Solutions doing business as Wheels to Go, as the organization has also changed its name to Wheels to Go. Pending any questions, request the approval of this resolution.
Move approval of 345-18.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 345-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 346-18, resolution authorizing a innovation agreement with NNH Healthcare LLC.
This resolution authorizing innovation agreement with NNH Healthcare Services, as the organization has changed its name to NNH Healthcare LLC. Pending any questions, respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
Move approval of 346-18.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 346-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 347-18, resolution authorizing innovation agreement with Care Home Care.
This resolution is authorizing innovation agreement for Sunrise Family Home Care LLC, as the organization has changed its name to Care Home Care. Pending any questions, request this approval of this resolution.
Move approval of 347-18.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 347-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 348-18, resolution approving June 7th, 2018 as Franklin County Office on Aging Day with the Columbus Clippers in the amount of $9,825.
The Office on Aging requests June 7, 2018 to be proclaimed Franklin County Office on Aging Day with the Columbus Clippers, and seeks approval to provide admission and 1,300 lunches, including bottles of water, to older adults attending this baseball game. The event affords area seniors the nostalgic opportunity to rekindle their love for baseball, interact with others, and receive resource information. Pending any questions, we respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
This is always so well attended.
Yeah.
It's been such a great event.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Move approval of 348-18.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 348-18 has been adopted.
Thank you, sanitary engineers.
Resolution number 349-18, resolution authorizing a water pollution control loan fund application to the Ohio Environmental Protection Agency and the Ohio Water Development Authority for the connection phase of the Moneyback and Brown Road East Sanitary Sewer Expansion Project.
Good morning, Commissioner. Stephen Renner with the Sanitary Engineering Department. We're finally at the connection phase of the Moneyback Brown Road East project, and so our department is definitely celebrating this moment. We went through an extensive application process for help for those connections. We received 133 applications, and 2/3 qualified, about 89, actually not about, but 89 qualified. So going forward, we need to go back to the state. We met with the EPA through their program. As you recall, they are lending us money for that. And this is the formality, the application to that. We'll need $1.4 million to complete this phase.
Move approval of 349-18.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 349-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 350-18, resolution authorizing a participation agreement between the Franklin County Board of Commissioners and Columbus Public Utilities for a comprehensive assessment of the county's utilities assets in the amount of $500,000.
Good morning again. This resolution, this is for the participation agreement. We will work jointly with the staff of Columbus Public Utilities to evaluate and select a contractor to perform the comprehensive assessment of our department. The work will be in 2 phases. Phase 1 will be largely exploratory of what documents that we have, what maps and data for the assessments and evaluation of our department. Phase 2 will be the actual physical labor involved conditional assessment of both water and the sewer assets.
Exciting.
Through-
Move approval.
Well, I had one
I'm sorry,
question.
go ahead.
Director, does this contract cover phase 1 and 2, or will we expect a second resolution for?
It covers both phases, the RFP, so for both phases 1 and 2, right?
Okay. And then what's the turnaround? What are we expecting to have the information back?
That's a very good question. We don't have a specific timeline in mind, but based on experience, I would think that phase 1 would probably last about 8 to 12 months. And if we go into phase 2, we're probably looking at going out to maybe 18 months from today.
Okay.
Again, the exciting stuff. I'm glad we're finally getting this piece moving down the road. So, move approval of 35018.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Brown.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 350-18 has been adopted.
Commissioners, thank you.
Thank you.
Community partnerships.
Resolution number 351-18, resolution authorizing a one-year contract with Star House to provide drop-in services to youth experiencing homelessness in the amount of $150,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Dana McCrary, Community Partnerships Coordinator. So the resolution we have this morning is for Star House, a wonderful agency that we're so fortunate to have in our community. As Antoine said, it's a $150,000 contract to provide drop-in shelter services for more than 900 youth is what the estimation is for 2018. And some of those services include just having a safe place for a youth to be able to cook a meal, take a hot shower, have someplace safe to store their belongings, access to a computer, access to phones, also on-site medical and counseling services. And this year, Star House is really expanded and offering some on-site job training and work experiences, work opportunities for the youth ages 14 to 24 who drop in and see them every day. This year, from 2017, reaching out into this year, they have added a third shift at Star House, so youth can drop in really 24 hours a day and seek their services. So pending any questions, I would request approval of this resolution.
Move approval of 35118.
Second, and this is so important. I'm glad they added to their cadre of services some job training. Do they have like a my brother or sister's closet where people can change clothes and get something?
They do.
To wear?
That's a great question, Commissioner Brown. They do have clothing on site. I have seen some of the donated clothing, so they do have business attire, lots of things that young people would want to wear, hoodies and sweats and yoga pants. So they always have available on their website a list of items that they are interested in collecting and that they know their youth can use. So anyone who is interested in making a donation to Star House, they really encourage you to look at that list because they don't want what my daughter would call my old lady clothes. They want something that, youth would want to wear and feel comfortable with.
That's great. Thank you.
President.
Moved and seconded voting.
Sorry, Administrator Wilson, did you have something to add?
Kenneth Wilson, County Administrator. I just wanted to add that the Star House has laundry facilities that are highly utilized. I know I went over to tour the facility, and that area was those washing machines and dryers. They keep moving because, a lot of these youth they're very transient,
right.
So they're coming in and they're able to wash their clothes. That's something vital that supports the youth. I just can't say enough with what they do with the resources that they have. As Ms. McCoy pointed out, they are turning to social entrepreneurship to look to opportunities for partners in the community. to give the youth some job skills, and they're coming in. So I just can't say enough about what they're doing, and they're doing it alone because they're the only drop-off center doing exactly what they're doing. The Huckleberry House is doing some work as well, but the Star House is unique in the services that they provide. And I just only hope that there's more public awareness and visibility of the organization to increase the number of partners that they have to give them financial support, because they're truly feeling a need here in Franklin County with the number of youth 16 to 24 in particular that need these services.
Thank you for making that point. That is an excellent point. And I also would like to highlight that the way that they are operating their social entrepreneurship is really flexible and responsive in very unique ways to the population that they serve. So they have opportunities on site. So when the youth are there, they don't add that added burden of be here at a certain time and at this location if you can get there, and carrying everything on your back. They can fit into the schedule of their day, the kids who are dropping in 2 hours in the workshop, so they are building those job experiences. They can also be doing their laundry at the same time and know that their belongings are safe and secure in the lockers and things that they provide. So they really have adapted their model, continuing to be nimble to meet the needs of this really special and unique population.
Right.
Moved in second in voting, Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Brown.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 351-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Purchasing.
Resolution number 352-18, resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $2,979,076.10.
Good morning, Commissioners. Carl Cuse, representing the Purchasing Department. The resolution before you requests your approval of 92 purchase orders. For small and emerging business enterprises, there are 16 purchase orders, which equals 13.9% of the purchase order volume. Commissioners, there is a significant PO in the proof list for $1.575 million disbursement to United Healthcare for the county healthcare plan. By removing the amount, we can determine a true comparison for the SEBE effort. The total PO purchase order dollars that are available for the SEBs was $1,404,076.10. When you compare the small emerging business total dollar value PO amounts of $28,064.84, it equals 2% of the purchase order dollar value. These purchase orders have been pre-certified as availability funds by the county auditor. Pending any questions, I recommend their approval.
Move approval of 352-18.
Second.
Moved in second in voting, Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Brown.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 352-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you, Board of Commissioners.
Resolution number 353-18, resolution authorizing a second modification of a contract with Calfee Halter and Griswold for legal services for the drafting of construction management contract documents in the amount of $20,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Chris Long, Deputy Administrator. The Board of Commissioners previously approved a contract with Calfee, Halter, and Griswold for assisting in the drafting of contract documents involving the Construction Manager at Risk delivery system. This resolution is a modification to that agreement to continue to assist with the development of those contract documents. Pending any questions, recommend your approval.
Move approval of 353-18.
Second.
Moved in second in voting, Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Brown.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 353-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any journalizations?
There is one today, Commissioner. Case number ANX-11-18, a regular annexation petition was filed with the Franklin County Economic Development and Planning Department on May 1st, 2018. The petition is requesting to annex 12 acres from Washington Township to the City of Dublin. The petition will be considered by the Board of Commissioners on July 10th, 2018.
Thank you. That concludes our meeting today. And I think we have our zoning meeting here in the same room at 10 a.m., so about 14 minutes from now.
Yep.